Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share. Please feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other video that I have posted in the past. If you have any video that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. When I developed the fast cooking system, choosing stir fry actually has been without any question. It's clearly a no-brainer. The reason is that stir frying is extremely efficient. It's probably the most efficient cooking method out there. However, another really important aspect about stir frying is that it is a lot of fun. You can find a great deal of enjoyment by watching the food cook. And everything happens so quickly, stir frying is almost like a mindful activity. Now, stir frying, one of the most important things is to stir the food ingredients. And traditionally, the wok spatula is designed specifically for stir frying. However, there are many different ways that you can mix the food ingredients during the stir frying process. And a lot of people have asked me, is the wok spatula the best way, or there are other better ways for stir frying? And the first thing I would like to say is that the wok spatula indeed is the most effective way. But there are also other ways will help the cook to enhance the experience, both in terms of speed. Now, the most important thing about stir frying is speed. And because you stir the content constantly, and therefore you can apply a lot of heat, as long as you're able to stir fast enough, the food will not get burned. But that means that you need to find a method that allows you to stir fry as efficiently as you possibly can. Now, in professional kitchens, they are able to cook with extraordinary heat, and they have wok stove with heat capacity as much as 500,000 BTU in some cases, but most of them will up to about 250,000 BTU. Now, in comparison, like in most household burners, it usually is about somewhere between 15,000 to 20,000 BTU. So when you're at home, it's not as important in comparison as you are stir frying in the restaurant setting. Now, in the restaurant setting, another important difference is that you notice that in this particular case, the person who making a fried rice, he actually stir fry with a ladle instead with a wok spatula. Now, most of you probably find that if you purchase a traditional stir-frying spatula, you will find that they usually comes in a set, and they comes in both a wok spatula as well as a ladle. Now, both of them has a very long handle. Now, most people find that they don't know how to use the ladle, including myself. When I first purchased my set of wok spatula and ladles, I wonder why they gave me a ladle. Now, actually, I have been cooking in a Chinese restaurant when I was in college. I spent about 6 weeks cooking in a Chinese restaurant, basically filling in. I was not very good at it, but they just told me what to do. But at the time, I used only a wok spatula, a long-handle wok spatula. I've never seen people use a ladle until in the last probably 20 or 25 years. I start to notice that people start actually using the ladle. Now, in here, you notice that one thing about the ladle has a tremendous advantage is that you can use the ladle to basically to dip fluid and put into your wok. And this could be anything from sauces. Instead of have to make up the sauces separately in a bowl, you can actually make it up right in the ladle. So when you look at it from that standpoint, the ladle basically serves two functions. However, the ladle is not very good for stirring. You can push the food around. But on the other hand, if you use a wok spatula, you can actually turn the food over in the wok. And that's not possible with a ladle. But from a standpoint of a cook, most of them now they find that the ladle actually is more effective because of its ability that you can use it to scoop things. Like in this case, he is able to dip oil or whatever he wants. Now, in order to stir the content effectively, the way to do it is that they start to develop the technique that they actually shape the wok, and then they use the ladle to push the food ingredients in the wok. And so consequently, you are able to stir the content in almost the same speed or even faster than if we were using a wok spatula. Here is a good demonstration of how the ladle can be used in this particular way. As you can see, he gently tossed the food upwards. Now, a lot of time when you see either videos on YouTube or when you see pictures, you see people toss the food up in the air. But professional cook never does that. First of all, it increases the likelihood that you're going to spill the food out of your wok, which nobody wants to do that. But more importantly is that it is more labor intensive. This way, all you have to do is gently shake the wok, and then you use the ladle to push the food ingredients. As you can see in here, he's able to mix up the food ingredients very rapidly. Now, also you notice that he used the ladle to dip sauce or whatever fluid that he want to add to the dish. And this is why the ladle has become such an effective and essential stirring tool in a professional kitchen. And when you combine it with shaking the wok, as shown in here, it serves the same function as you will with a wok spatula. And in many ways, this turned out to be really now is the standard procedure for stir frying in a professional kitchen. Now this leads to the question is that as people start asking me is that shall I shake and toss my food in my home kitchen? Well, I guess the answer is that you probably could if that's what you want to do, but that means that you have to lift the wok up into the air. And secondly is that your stove in a conventional kitchen do not have that circular hole as in the case in a wok stove. And most of us do not have a circular wok. And if you don't have a round bottom wok, what happens is that it will be difficult to shake it. Then in this case, you literally have to lift the wok up into the air. However, a wok spatula works extremely well in a home kitchen because a wok spatula with its shape as well as its shovel-like angle allow you to easily to move food around as well as to turn food over. And this is really all that is needed. And again, when you do this in a home kitchen, you do not have that intensity of the fire. So you don't have the urgency to stir the ingredients as in the case in a professional kitchen. As you can see in here, the wok is literally engulfed by fire. So it is really important for the cook to stir the food content as quickly as possible. Ultimately, stir frying is a lot of fun. And the reason that why it is a lot of fun is because everything happens so quickly. But on the other hand, it's equally important is that you must be able to control what you are cooking so you do not burn your food ingredients. So as you can see in here, a professional chef, they are very careful in controlling the amount of heat that they apply. And by constantly agitate the food ingredients, it will allow them to prevent the food from getting burned. So in this case, a fried rice dish, as you shown here, it really took him less than a couple minutes to cook. But if we have been cooking in our home kitchen, then it will take a little bit longer. Now, here is a video showing somebody in a home kitchen and try to stir their food ingredients in this wok by shaking it just like what the professional chef is doing. Now you notice that he has to be extremely careful because he could have easily spilled things off, like in this case, out of the wok. Now that video earlier is just a design to demonstrate how you do it. But in here, he did not use a wok spatula. He used just like a wood paddle. And obviously, when you do not have the right stirring implement, it will prevent you stir the content quickly and efficiently as shown in here. So it doesn't matter how you stir your food content. The most important thing for you to remember is that the stirring is directly related to the amount of heat that you apply. If you apply a lot of heat, then you need to stir your content quickly to prevent the food from getting burned. And this is the beauty of stir frying. This will allow you to gauge how you cook, and by making adjustment, because you're constantly in charge, you're constantly overseeing the cooking process. And when you do it correctly, it provides a great deal of satisfaction of a job well done. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.